adiash73 here with a Project Race update vlog. Seeing as I resurrected my sort of normal vlog today, I thought I might as well do the same thing with my Project Race vlog. The idea behind Project Race, for those that aren't familiar, is that I've got a gaming goal of trying to get myself into top 5 in the world across the main leaderboards as tracked on trueachievements.com. Most of the people that are going to watch this are coming from trueachievements.com. If you're not, then on my main channel page there is a link on the strip down the side. You can click on that, hop over to trueachievements.com. If you're into Gamerscore, if you're into anything Xbox 360, how come you're not there already? It's a great site, it's fantastic. It's a bit like Facebook for Xbox 360 gamers in a way. It's really good fun, very addictive, great community. Get yourself over there. So way back when I first started doing these, I was using information I collected right on early in the year. I think the last one of these was around the 25th of May, so that's quite a long period of time. So what I'm going to do with this one is just re-establish the baseline, just re-establish how many gamers there are currently tracked on TA. So let me just flick that up on this little tab over here on my Excel spreadsheet, because I'm that nerdy, I have this sort of stuff tracked. There are currently on TA 159,291 gamers tracked worldwide on the racing genre leaderboards. 34,554 of those are in Europe, and from that 19,785 are in the UK. So that just gives you an idea of how many games are tracked on TA. I'll always sort of slip in an update on that one just to show you how the leaderboard's progressing, because new people are joining TA all the time and it's great and I love it. Anyway, what I'm going to do in this first one is I'm just going to establish where I am on the leaderboards that I track for worldwide, Europe and England, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a bit of a deeper look at one of the leaderboards just to give you a bit more general on that one. So, and that's I think how I'll do it, is I'll give an update on all of them, then a bit more of a detailed view. We'll see how it goes. You know, with me, you know. Anyway, on True Achievements, in terms of TA score, I'm currently 8th worldwide, 7th in Europe and 3rd in England. A bit more detail on that one later on. For Gamerscore, I'm currently 11th worldwide, 9th in Europe, 3rd in England. No surprise there. For Achievements 1, I'm 15th worldwide, 12th in Europe and 4th in England. For completed games, I'm 4th in the world, 4th in Europe, 2nd in England. That's my favourite one. That's the one I'm best at. And for True Achievements difference, I'm 7th in the world, 6th in Europe and 3rd in England. So as you can see up in the corner that in England, yeah, I'm pretty well up there. In Europe, okay, not too bad. And then worldwide, there's only one gamer, from America that's above me, and one from Australia way that's above me. So things aren't too different between Europe and worldwide, but there we are. Now that establishes the benchmark. What I'll do is, as I update these, I'll always have that in there and I'll refer back to it, so we can see up, down. We won't go left or right, can we? Because it's leaderboard, it's only up or down, and that was 2 ups, wasn't it? Never mind. If we look at True Achievement score in a bit more detail as of today's date, my current TA score for the racing game genre is 156,813, which is not bad. As I say, that puts me 8th in the world. Now I'm only 150 TA behind Flapjack Waldy, who's in 7th place, so that's not too much of a big deal really. I've got easy peasy score on the old Windows phone, bash that in passing, no problems. But I'll keep going with the Forza bucket list. That'll give me a nice big chunky score, gets it done and I can move on. 9th place is currently held by Johnny. I'm 2,000 TA above him. That's a couple of games. He scores quite quickly when he does play. A lot of new racers out. I think my position there could be a bit suspect. He could pass me with the amount of new games that come out and the way that he plays. Looking up the leaderboard, we've got my fellow UK gamer Ian K 1987. 87. He's in 6th place. He's a good, I think he's a couple of thousand ahead of me. So he's got a bit. Let me just clarify that for you. Let me just clarify that for you right now. There we are. That is the board I'm looking for. It's very unprofessional, isn't it? Having to check the board while I'm doing it. I should have put it in my old Excel file. Blimey. But yes, as I thought, he's about 2,500 ahead of me. So he's got some wriggle room there. I mean, I'm not going to be scoring that heavily, that quickly. I think he's fine. Doesn't need to worry. 5th place though, so going up the leaderboard, the jump to 5th place is Claudio Tenjuve. Now he is 16,500 TA points ahead of me, so that is a hell of a jump. So the way it's looking on that leaderboard is me in 8th place, do a bit of work, put on say 4,000. If no one else scores, that'll jump me up into 6th place. But then there's a hell of a lot of work then to jump myself up into the big boys, you know, into that top 5. 16,500 TA points. How could I do that? I could do that with a couple of hefty pointers, you know, one 3,000, a few 2,000s, maybe pick up a Connect, which I'll have to do to complete Forza 4, and bang on Sonic Free Riders. Now I'm a bit fitter, I could possibly knock that out. I mean, that's 6,000 TA there, so it's doable. Obviously it's doable, and everything is doable, pretty much. But it's going to be hard work, and everyone else is scoring. We'll see how it goes. I mean, in terms of England, Bobcat is 80,000 ahead. So Ian K, I should be able to pass him. Gaz760 is 15,000 behind me. So in terms of the England leaderboard, you know, really, 1st place is Bobcat, miles away, never catch him. 2nd place is Ian K, a trickle ahead of me. Then it's myself. Then Gaz760, also one of the top gamers in the UK, or England at least, is 15,000 behind. So I've got a nice buffer there. So I don't think my England position's in any doubt there. But it all depends whether Ian K decides to start playing races again, and then no doubt he'll blast further ahead just as I'm catching up, which is always what he does. I just catch up and then he moves away, just catch up and he moves away. So there we are. That is a brief update. I want to try and keep these brief. I want to try and keep them succinct, to the point, and we'll just go forward from there. Looking forward to gaming wise, Forza 4, get that done. That's still 400 odd TA points off that achievement. SPK 08, need to play that, some points there. I think the game kinks in at around 2,000 TA for the full game. Done. That's the North American version. I've done a U version. Not too scared about that one, and I'll do some cap to add to the solutions that I put on TA, so all good. Anyway, there we are for this update. Next time round, maybe I'll look at game score in a bit more detail. I'm going to do them, as I say, roughly monthly. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. But anyway, I've done one, I've updated, I've laid the groundwork, and we'll go from there. As always, have a good week gaming, or however long it is. Take care of yourself and stay safe. All right, goodbye.